So this is a mastering video. I'm just going to show you what this does. This is made by Brainworx. It's a mastering plugin. It's brand new. I just got it. I'll show you guys what it does, and I'm going to read it out real quick. Okay, so it's a true peak meter, a true peak limiter, and what it does is it keeps the peaks from not going over. So if you have things that gets loud or whatever, it keeps everything under contained. We got a limiter turbo, which gives it another 1 dB boost ahead. We got a stereo mode, which is analog or digital, which I'm going to do analog because analog is what a lot of people work with. It's one the TMT compressor channels. You can go up to 1 to 4. They supposedly give you a different sound. We have resonance filters down here. It goes anywhere from 160 up to 315. And these are, I don't use these, but they basically give you a sound that sounds different. And then up here we got the output trim, I'm sorry. And what it does is it keeps the peaks from going into red. And basically once you set it somewhere, it is not going over. It will not go over no matter how much you drive it. So driving it means turning up the volume, trying to smash it. It will not go over a certain level. Wherever you put it, that's it. And then we have the volume control right here, just giving volume to the track. Means we're pushing everything forward. Then we have the compressor mix. I use it at 95. And then we have a DEEZER, which when you're singing, it takes out the s and a sh and a s sounds. You know, when you're saying Chris, that part right there, you take it out. Okay, and then up here is a saturator. You turn this knob, you get some saturation. And then this right here is called the foundation. This will either give you more bass over this way or more treble this way. So it's kind of a blender. It lets you blend your bass and your highs together. So it's nice. It really works when you have a sound that sounds muddy. You can turn it down and it just makes everything stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and run through this. And over here is the true peak meter. You'll see these lights, and that's the way you would see it if you were playing on a system that has lights on it. So, but this is a beat that I made. It's called Give Me a Beat. And with that being said, we'll get right in it, and I'm going to show you what this thing can do. It's a mastering plugin. What it does is it basically makes your track sound the best for radio quality. Means when you play it in a CD player, play it in somebody's car, it's going to sound really good because this is what this does. It makes it sound its best before you play it in things. So I'm going to show you what the original sounds like, which really it's not going to sound loud because if you noticed, these peaks up here are not loud. It's quiet. So we're below 5 dB. So we're right inside what we call a dynamic range. We're not loud. We're just quiet. Loud is when you start stretching it out. So we're going to do that. All right. So this beat I made, it's called Give Me a Beat. And here we go. We're going to play it, and you can see it working. Go ahead and play the track, and here's what it will sound like when I'm adjusting it. You'll hear it as I'm adjusting it, okay? So whatever I'm doing to the sound, that's what the sound would probably sound like when you play it back. But right now, I'm just going to fiddle-faddle with it, so let's do it.
Give me a beat. Give me a beat. Give me a beat. Give me a beat.
Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is basically get the sound to sound like the way I want it to sound. So basically I want it loud. I want it to sound clear. I don't want too much bass. I don't want the volume going way over in the red. And so that's what this does. It controls all that. And so once it sounds good and you got your levels where they need to be, where you're not peaking out of the red and all that, which this is the trim that we could do it. And this is the dynamic range, which got to be between 8 and 6. If you're right inside here, that's your dynamic range. You want this needle to be riding inside there. That way you're not over and you're not under. But anyway, so yeah, this is a plugin I'm using, and I just wanted to show you guys what it sounds like when you run it through. Let's see what it sounds like without the plugin engaged, which means I'm going to shut the plugin off and show you what it sounds like. What's going to happen is the plugin's not going to be loud, or the song's not going to be loud, so that's already going to be what it is. All right, so let me play it without any effects added, and you can tell the difference. Here we go. Now that is the beat without any effects. Here's with the effects. With none. With.
Give me a beat.
Okay. So one more time and we'll call it a day on the video. All right, here we go. Preview it.
Give me a beat.
This is without no effects,
Give me a beat.
which means this plugin's not going to work until I push the power button.
Give me a beat.
Now remember, the track is not loud. It's just at the dynamic range. And then when I push this button on over here, this whole system will start working and you'll hear a total difference. This is what it would sound like in your car right now if I didn't have this sound hooked up to it. This is what it will sound like in your car if I apply this to it.
Give me a beat.
This is the original sound, and this is the remastered sound.
Give me a beat.
All right, well, now you know how it works. So until then, you know, I like to share stuff. I like to show you guys how things work. That's just the stuff that I like to do. I don't ask for nothing. As long as you watch and you understood it, that's all that matters. So until then, this is an audio video. Thank you for watching the Brainworx Mastering Desk True Peak Meter. And it's a mastering software. And it's just so easy to use. You can turn knobs. You can even do it too, the one who's watching this video. It's really simple. As long as you know what you're looking for in the sound, that is. You got to know what the sound sounds like. All right. That's it. Thanks for watching. Next time.